Hey everybody, Richard Sandoval here from Celestial Cruises. I know you guys have all been waiting to hear everything that I have to be able to present regarding Celestial. Some of the new destinations that we're going to, some of the different new ships that we're going to be talking about. But first and foremost, I just want to say, hi to everybody that I met back at the trade show. If you were not at the trade show, I do want to say, hi and welcome to learning all about what Celestial has to offer. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. So as we talk about Celestial Cruises, we want to make sure that you have a full team behind you, there to assist you every step of the way. Now, for those that do not have logins for Celestial, please go ahead and email insidesales@celestial.com. Please CC me, your BDM, Richard Sandoval, at r.sandoval@celestial.com. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Go and take a screenshot, pull out your phones, take a picture of this area so that way you have my phone number, you have my email address, and you have the information for Inside Sales. And of course, if anyone out here is looking for groups, you got Sandra's contact information right there, which is our groups manager. Okay, so moving on. Why book with Celestial? Well, first and foremost, we are all about the destination immersion experience. Other brands are really good about their ship being part of the destination. Well, guess what? Our ships are not really the destination. It is the destination is still going to be the destination. So when we go to places like Greece or, the Arabian Gulf, and you have a 7-night cruise, guess what? You have 0 at-sea days. We are all about making sure that we put you in front of the different destinations that you've traveled across the world to be able to go and see. We'll also give you flexible travel. We also give you authentic experiences. Now, we are Greek-owned, Greek-operated, so of course when we take you to places like Mykonos, Santorini, Thessaloniki, and Kusadasi, Crete, Heraklion, and some of these areas, we have already been in these areas for over 50 years selling this product. So we are able to give you guys the most authentic experiences that our local Greeks, that are there in the home office would want to do themselves. And of course, we have small to medium-sized ships. They're not the big old ships. They definitely don't fit, 6,500 people on board our ships. But I will say that they do fit about 1,260 guests. So again, small to medium-sized ships. So of course, we always keep things simple, flexible, and fair with our low deposit, our book now and pay in full later, and our freedom to be able to cancel your cruise with no penalty up to 90 days before departure. And currently we have 2 different fares. We have the Celestial Experience and the Celestial Plus Experience. With the Celestial Experience, and always going to be included on your cruise, is going to be all your onboard dining at the main restaurants only. You'll also have select drinks with meals like house wines, house draft beers, juices, and sodas and coffees by the glass. We also give you all your onboard entertainment. We are still a cruise line, so of course we're going to have an amphitheater. We're going to have 8 different bars to be able to choose from, to be able to give you that onboard entertainment that you deserve. So, for the little bit of time that you are on the ship, we're going to make sure that you're still entertained and taken care of. We also have an $80 shore excursion discount. Now, this is per person, not per cabin. So when you start looking at our fares, we're almost giving the product away. And by us doing the shore excursion discount, we're always guaranteeing that your clients will at least be able to do one shore excursion with us. And one of my personal favorites, all the gratuities are included. One of my biggest things is I hate having a bill at the end of the cruise. I mean, if it's alcohol, that's a whole different story. But, when it took the gratuity charge, having that, $300 to $400 bill at the very end of your cruise, that just annoys me. So the fact that we have all the gratuities that are included, I think that's such a huge factor with us. And again, when you look at the total cost of what the cruise is, and you start saying, okay, well now they got the shore excursion discount. Now they have all the gratuities included. And they still have select meals or drinks with meals. Guys, we are giving the product away. I want each and every one of you to be able to look at what some of our itineraries have to offer and go ahead and price them out yourselves. Don't just take my word for it. We also offer the Celestial Plus experience. If you want to elevate your experience with Celestial, go with the Celestial Plus, where we give you a 25% discount on any specialty dining. You now get the enhanced drink package, where you could drink all night and all day and night long. up to a certain allotment. Of course, we still give you the onboard entertainment, but now we double your shore excursion discount. We give you $160 to be able to use for your excursions. One thing that I do need to mention with the shore excursion discount, as a travel advisor, you must pre-book your client's shore excursion to be able to utilize that discount. That is not available once they get on the ship, so you must pre-book it. But guess what? All shore excursions are commissionable. Yes, I'm gonna say that one more time. Our shore excursions are commissionable. And we do this on purpose because, again, we want to be able to give back to our travel advisor community. We understand that you're the one that drives our business and sends, because they have a number of different places that they could choose from, but it's up to you to be able to send them to Celestyal. So, of course, we want to pay you commission every step of the way. And we also are very good when it comes to the solo traveler. In fact, we still offer a solo occupancy discount. It's a reduced rate for the single supplement. Most cruises, it's 200% of what the rate is, right? For us, it's only about 50% of what the rate is, and sometimes we even have specials going on where we even have 25% for the single occupancy discount. And of course, we cater towards group travel. Believe it or not, when it comes to Celestyal and our cruise lines and some of the different itineraries, our group travel is number one. This is how we continue to have sustainable business. And so you're aware, as a travel advisor, the best way to grow your business is selling groups. Because imagine making one booking or imagine making 10 for one bookings, right? Again, so that's the easiest way to be able to grow your business is selling group travel. Go ahead and contact me after this and we'll be able to talk about how we could enhance your group business. So again, as I mentioned, we have all the entertainment on board our ships. We have our amphitheater where we have different shows that are going on. But what I want you to see now is our Celestyal Discovery. Oh, I don't know if you want to unmute me real quick. Okay. So no worries, guys. If there's no audio, the biggest thing that I want you to take away from here is, the types of people that are going to be on the Celestyal Discovery, what we offer on board our two ships, the fact that it's only 1,260 guests, the fact that we offer all the entertainment, we take you to these fabulous destinations that you're going to be seeing here. And truth be told, the audio is just music going on in the background, so...
Do you have is that video on YouTube or anything?
We do offer this video on YouTube, and if we don't, for whatever reason it's not on there, then we now have an insider guide and a travel advisor trade portal. So these items and these videos are available on the travel advisor trade portal. So whenever you're looking to promote Celestyal, you'll be able to pull it from there to be able to share with your clients exactly what they'll be getting while they're on their journey. Or in this case, the Celestyal Discovery.
Do you have a name of the video?
The name of the video should just be Meet Celestyal Discovery, which is, again, our new ship. But like I said, if anybody can't find it, just go ahead and email me. I'll be more than happy to get that situated for you. There we go. Okay, so let's go and see the Celestyal Discovery, a little bit about what it has to offer. And as you can see, there's 7 lively bars to be able to choose from, 1 full swimming pool deck, 4 different restaurants to be able to choose from, and my personal favorite, the Sozo Spa. So keep in mind when it comes to the Sozo Spa, it is a full spa-like experience, and our price points are significantly less than the traditional cruise line. Last time I was on the Celestyal Discovery, I actually did, I think it was about a 90-minute massage, and it was for less than 100 euros, which, truth be told, that is an incredible rate when we're looking at what the masseuses are able to do on board resorts and on board cruises. I think the typical price point that I normally see for a 90-minute massage, you're looking at least $200, $260. So again, I would highly recommend for all of your clients to be able to check us out while we do those. And of course, on board our cruise line, we have a casino on every single ship. The casinos are nothing to write home about, guys. But we do offer a couple table games here, a couple slot machines there, just so if they want that type of entertainment, they can. But most of the time, we find people are hanging out by the lounges, hanging out by the bars, and they're just having a good time inside the amphitheater. So keep in mind, the Discovery does all of our 3-night itineraries and 4-night itineraries. So we have our 3-night iconic Aegean, where you go in and out of Athens, Mykonos, Kusadasi, Patmos, and Santorini. We offer, again, our iconic 3 nights, where it goes in and out of Athens, goes to Mykonos, Kusadasi, Patmos, Crete, and Santorini. But one thing I need you guys to notice on here, you are moving. And what I mean when I say you guys are moving, I mean you're going to be in 2 different ports on any given day. So while you're depart Athens, that same evening you're going to be in Mykonos. The next day you're going to be in Kusadasi, that same evening you're going to be in Patmos. Again, you're going to be in Crete, that same evening you're going to be in Santorini. So one thing that I want you to take away regarding the 3 and 4 night itineraries is that, again, your clients are going to be moving. But those are for the type of clients that want to see as much as possible in a short period of time. And in fact, anytime that you actually book your clients on one of our favorite tour operators, that's Sal Greece, and they're doing a guided tour, there's a number of them, so I'm not going to mention them all. But anytime that you see a cruise portion, it's always going to be our 3 or 4 night cruise portion. And that is on our Celestial ships. So again, you know, it's a company that you're able to trust whenever you're sailing Celestial. And you know that you're able to trust these guided tour companies, and they're able to trust us with your clients as well. Again, you know, on our 4 night itinerary, you could see a whole lot with Mykonos, Santorini, Patmos, Rhodes, Crete, and Santorini. But again, you are moving. So if your clients like more of that relaxing type of vacation, we actually no longer do 3 continents. If they want more of that relaxing type of vacation, then I always recommend doing that 7-night itineraries, which I'm going to get to in just a few moments. So some of the highlights that you'll be able to see. Of course, when you're going in and out of Athens, you're going to be able to see the Acropolis. That is the #1 thing that everybody wants to be able to see. Also, while you're in Athens, you'll be able to walk up and down Plaka area of Athens. And what's really nice is a lot of the hotels that are in downtown Plaka, most of them have a rooftop pool, rooftop bar, something on the rooftop where you're able to see a beautiful view of the Acropolis in the evenings. Let's go ahead and meet the Celestial Discovery. And once again, this is going to be another video that's not going to have too much, hold on, pause it, there you go. That's not going to have too much sound, but what's really neat about this, so this is literally the entire check-in process from what you're seeing here in the very beginning. And what's fantastic about this process, let's see if I, oops. Let's do this. Sorry about that. So when you're, again, looking at this entire process, we've now gotten rid of all the COVID forms. So you no longer have to do the health questionnaire. So it's actually a very quick experience being able to go right through. And you can tell there's not thousands and thousands and thousands of people waiting in line to be able to get onto the ship. This was by far the easiest process I have ever gone onto a cruise ship. So again, when we say that we're trying to make it easier for you and your clients to be able to sell us, we truly try to make it as easy as possible. So of course we're going to have that casino on board our ship. Our staff is absolutely incredible. In fact, that is what truly makes us different than any other cruise line. Is our staff is going to be that top-notch staff. I mean, they get to know your name, your drinks, the type of food that you like. You know, for everybody that knows me, you know that I came from a 5-star luxury resort company where it was all about the staff that made the difference. And when I transferred over to here, to Celestial, the biggest things were, I want to make sure that we're all about the travel advisor partners. We're about our guest experience and the fact that we have customer service that's going to be second to none. And so those values followed me when I went to Celestial, and I found a brand that does just that. So again, our cruise line and our crew on board, they're all about making sure that you and your clients are going to have the best type of vacation possible. So on the Celestial journey, we have 8 bars to choose from, 2 different swimming pool decks to choose from, 7 different restaurants, and 1 deck devoted to well-being. Again, our Sozo Spa experience. So we have a whole state-of-the-art gym and wellness center inside our Celestial journey. Now, most people will use these in the mornings before they have to depart for their excursions, or if they decide not to stay out till 2 a.m. in Mykonos, then they're able to come back and be able to use the Sozo Spa and wellness experience. And like I said, the price points are fantastic. If weather doesn't permit for your guests to be in the pool, guess what? We have that top area where they could actually close that top deck so that way they can still have access to that pool. And what I've noticed with the journey, our rooms are actually larger than the traditional, cruise line. I actually felt like I had some elbow room. Like if I wanted to dance, I could dance inside the room, and I actually had space instead of being packed in like a sardine. So again, there's certain things that we do differently, like giving you that amount of space, that I think truly makes a difference. So you see a couple of our room categories here, absolutely fantastic. When we're talking about the journey, when we're talking about like grill seekers in one of our specialty restaurants, smoked olive, pink moon. Again, these are all areas for you to be able to do specialty dining. Now the chef's table, my goodness, like I just had lunch and I'm already thinking about more food because of how amazing the chef's table is. What you can do is you could actually pay for an additional type of treat. And what they do is they do a 6-course meal right there in front of you and the guests. And so each one is plated, and it's literally a full 6-course meal. They even have a palate cleanser. But let me tell you, this was such a good experience. This might have been one of the best food I've ever had on a cruise ship. And as you guys all know, I'm pretty well traveled. But this, it was absolutely incredible. So I always recommend doing that. Just as a small little tidbit for you and your guests. But of course, if they want to be like me and they want to hang out in the martini bar or the blue bar, they could go to do so. In fact, my favorite bar is actually right there, that blue bar. Being able to hang out right there on those couches, just in a nice, kind of relaxing area. So tomorrow, you are going to learn all about the destinations, some of the other ports that we visit. But as a sneak peek, let's talk about the Heavenly Adriatic. We have this itinerary going into 2025. And what's really nice about this itinerary is we've actually been able to add Italy ports with Bari. The other Heavenly Adriatic has Venice. But for those that have already been to Greece, that have already seen, Mykonos, Santorini, and they're like, oh, we want to try something different, this is where you're going to go. From here, again, you're going to be in and out of Athens. You get to go to Kefalonia in Greece, in Dubrovnik in Croatia. And you can see right there, that is a late night stay in Dubrovnik because it's about the nightlife. Same thing with Qatar, Montenegro, Bari, Italy, Corfu, Greece, and Katakolo in Greece. So again, it's these extended areas that a lot of people haven't, visited before, because everybody goes to the Mykonos, the Santorini, the Athens. Everybody goes there. But this is really off the beaten path for your guests. So if you want to kind of come up with something interesting for your clients, this is a very interesting itinerary. Now, as you can see here, there's no at-sea days. I'm going to show you the one itinerary that does have at-sea days. It is our summer Heavenly Adriatic. So here you go to Qatar, Montenegro, Split, Croatia, and Venice in Italy. Day at sea, and then back to Katakolo in Greece. So again, you do have two days at sea. You've seen our ships. You know what they have to offer. So it's up to you if this is the one that they want to choose, or the Heavenly Adriatic. Or if you want to see my personal favorite itinerary, welcome to the idyllic Aegean. Yes. So what's really nice about this idyllic Aegean cruise, you're going to be seeing all the beautiful highlights, the sunsets of Santorini, the sunsets in Mykonos. You'll be able to visit Kusadasi area. You'll be able to see Milos, Crete and Heraklion. I mean, just some of these views when you're there in the cities, I promise you, they are just breathtaking. And the food, oh, if you guys are a fan of Greek food, let me tell you, that's where it's at. It's the Greek food that we're able to do for you. You got to visit a stop in Ephesus. You got to really see their version of the Colosseum. And you could actually be inside that Colosseum, which is nice. If you want to have a raki or ouzo, you could do so. I know that was all of us having all kinds of fun when we were there. But the Greek dishes, I mean, the food is really what hits it home. These itineraries, when it comes to the food quality, is really second to none. But I know we're short on time, so I'm actually going to stop this video here because you have now seen some of the beauty that our guests are going to be able to see whenever they're traveling on Celestyal. But keep in mind, you just have to be there. So, with the idyllic Aegean, again, it's in and out of Athens, goes to Thessaloniki, Kusadasi, Crete, Santorini, Mykonos, Milos, and Athens. Now, Santorini and Mykonos, I want you to pay special attention to. Santorini, you are there till 12:30 in the morning. Mykonos, you are there till 2 a.m. in the morning. And why is this important? Because this is things that we do differently for all of our guests on board our cruises. So in Santorini, if you've ever been there on another ship before or on another cruise, you may have noticed that, guess what? You know, sometimes to get up and down that gondola could take hours, especially when there's 4 ships. You got to be back by 6 o'clock. People are lining up by 4 o'clock, sometimes earlier. I mean, that gondola line is just massive. But our guests, we're just, all right, you guys have fun in line. We're going to go have, dinner or something. And we're going to go watch the sunset. We're going to go see the blue domes in Ia. We have all that extra time in port that a lot of other guests on other ships don't have. And Mykonos. Mykonos is known for its nightlife. How can you do Mykonos nightlife or have an authentic Greek dinner in Mykonos if you had to be back on board the ship by 6 or 7 o'clock? You're going to miss out on all that stuff. You're going to miss out on what the island is known for. So again, this is why we give you those authentic experiences to make sure that you are able to see as much as possible, just like a typical Grecian would. And this is just a lot of our fun while we're out on the islands. You see this is beautiful Mykonos with the windmills in the background. We're no longer doing Steps of Paul. You can see that we're in Kusadasi. We're able to visit Ephesus. And this right here is absolutely where my jaw just dropped. Being able to see this type of architecture back there, absolutely incredible. Now, you could also see the terrace houses, or for those that want to do more of a religious journey, you can actually see the House of Virgin Mary as well while you're in Kusadasi. Of course, we take you to a rug making facility where they literally roll out the red carpet for you. In Rhodes area, you're able to see the different castles. The Arabian Gulf. You've heard it here. We can now send your clients to the Arabian Gulf. We've gone officially year-round, adding a winter season like we've never done before. And that is how we're going to be able to show you our Desert Days itinerary. Yes, this is the first year that we're doing it. So I have not done this itinerary yet because obviously it's our first year of doing it. It's starting to start sail in November of this year. Of course, we already have these itineraries going all the way into 2027. So if you're looking to really expand your clients or expand the reach for you and your guests, plan trips 2 years in advance. That is all fine. We have rates for you to be able to do so. So that way, they'll be able to save, they'll be able to do a balcony suite, maybe a grand suite, and truly be able to visit the desert like they've never done before. So with our Desert Days itinerary, we go in and out of Doha in Qatar. You go to Bahrain. You go overnight in Dubai. We give you a full overnight in Dubai. That's 2 days in Dubai. Dubai is also known for its nightlife, but there's so much to see there that we had to give you that amount of time. Then we take you to Kasab in Oman. Then we take you to Sir Bani Yas Island. Now, Sir Bani Yas Island is actually probably one of my favorite ports. From all the research that I've done, it's a pretty interesting island. It used to be owned by some billionaire, and I guess he was fascinated with all these African animals. So he started importing them to this island. So yeah, you can actually go to this island and see some cheetahs, giraffes, elephants and stuff like that. It's almost like a massive island safari park, which is kind of cool. But that's always my excitement there. And of course, we got Abu Dhabi and back to Doha, Qatar. I'm not going to go over every single detail all the experiences you could do while here, because I promise I will be here all day with how much that we offer. But I'm going quickly through this so that way you can see we offer a lot per destination, per area in which we visit to. But again, I can't go over every single one with you because we'll be here all day, and I know my time is limited. Dubai, we can even do Dubai Grand Tours, the wonders, old and new Dubai, sunset and the stars amongst the sand dunes. I mean, some of the stuff is really going to be fun and entertaining, like, being in Jeeps and just going around on the sand dunes. I mean, that should be fun. Historic, if you want to see some historic. So again, I'm going very quickly on here just so you see the amount that we can offer for your guests. But if you want to see exactly all these different excursions that they could do, don't be shy. Go ahead and reach out to me. I'll be able to send this out to you. You can also find it on our trade portal and on our insider information on our Insider Celestial. So you'll be able to find them on both areas. See, I'll be getting closer to nature. I think that would be my fun. Running around with some cheetahs, that's more my story. But again, so much of what we have to offer. And what's really neat about these itineraries is I'm going to pause it right here. If anybody is interested in the F1 Grand Prix experience, and you want to do the Grand Prix in Dubai, or you want to do the Grand Prix in Doha, Qatar, let us know. This is something that we now are able to partner with a lot of our cruises when they're doing the desert days. But of course, those only go on for select times and dates. We also offer our 3 and 4 night desert days itinerary, which again, those will be on the Discovery. But going back to that Grand Prix, yeah, if you want to do the Doha Qatar Grand Prix, we could do that for you. If you want to do the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, again, we could do that for you. There's certain sailings that are directly for that. We sell the tickets to the Grand Prix as well. So again, we're able to have that partnership with them. And for any of those that are just specialized because they truly want to be able to have that Grand Prix experience. But again, you have to let us know now. Okay, so I'm actually going to fast forward now to our trade portal. So our trade portal, you can see at the very top, we have our marketing tools, we have our story, your team, agent booking, brand guidelines, flyers, brochures, our video and image library. But this is actually where if you log in, you can start making bookings on here as well. Again, if you don't know what the website is, you could even go to Celestyal.com. At the very bottom, it says a spot for travel advisors, and you can go ahead and get logons there. Or again, you can contact me or the inside sales team. And we'll be more than happy to be able to assist you throughout this entire process. Now, once again, this is your North America team. I am Richard Sandoval. I do cover Archer Travel Group and Evolution Travel as a whole. So anytime that anywhere across the country, anywhere around the world, I know we got places in New Zealand and Mexico and everything else where we have travel advisors with Evolution. So again, reach out to me and we'll be able to assist every step of the way. You have inside sales information right there at the very top, and you have all of my contact information right there at the very bottom. My phone number does accept text messages, so if you want to send me a text, that's fine too, or just send me the traditional email and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. So once again, remember, when it comes to Celestyal, you just have to be there, and we can't wait to welcome everybody on board. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it on this last slide. And now we're going to go ahead and leave it to any questions that people may have. I know I ran through the last part very quickly regarding desert days, but it's because I didn't want to talk about every single port and everything that you could do in the ports. But any questions, it's up to you.
Yes, Richie, we have a lot of questions actually.
Okay.
I have been recording them as you were doing your presentation. So I'm going to start from the first questions that were asked that I recorded here. Let me just add one more to this list real quick. Keep everything nice and organized for you. Okay, our first question was from Carol Hurst Maples. She wants to know if there's specialty coffees included in the package. Yeah, that was towards the beginning of your presentation.
On the Discovery, we have an area where we have specialty coffees. On the Journey, we really don't offer that many specialty coffees. We got smoothies and things like that. Those will be included with the premium drink package. But if you're just asking if those are included with the regular Celestial experience, the answer is no.
Okay. Our next question is from Rebecca Marie. They want, I believe this question was just, oh yeah, she has this question here twice. She asked it earlier. She wants to know if they can order marketing material for you for trade shows or if it's just digital.
So currently, right now, we do everything digital. What I recommend for trade shows, because obviously you know I do trade shows all the time, is download any one of our downloadable flyers. You could customize it and put all of your call to action at the very bottom of the flyer, and then print those out. Now, keep in mind, do not go to a FedEx, do not go to a Staples or any of those big time places where they can do the printing, because they will, like quadruple the charge. What I find that is the easiest, go to your neighborhood, print and copy store. Make sure it's, family run type of place. And I guarantee you those price points will be much lower than like Office Depot, FedEx, and all those type of items. So just a little trick to the trade. But yes, download some our customizable flyers and use those.
All right. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Here we go. Our next one is also from Rebecca Marie. When going to multiple ports in one day and moving so much and so fast, does that leave enough time for guests to experience shore excursions in the port?
Yes. So the way we have everything set up for our 3 and 4 nights, yeah, any of the shore excursions that are with us, we give them plenty of time where they can still go to the port. Now, do they have, an hour or 2 hours at the port? That all just depends on the excursion that they choose. Now, if they're in Kushadasi and they're doing Ephesus and the House of Virgin Mary, being able to get back to the port and saying, hey, I got half an hour worth of shopping, it might be cutting it short. Because again, Ephesus is such a large area. But I mean, if you're just doing, in Crete or Heraklion area and doing the Cretan countryside, yeah, you're going to have a few hours at port that you'll be able to use. So again, it all just depends on which shore excursion. But yeah, based off all of our shore excursions, we generally give everybody enough time so they could be able to see the island.
Awesome. Yeah, I noticed your itinerary coming back at 12:30 and then again 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know another cruise line that does that in port like that, gives you such a late return just so you can. Everybody wants to experience the nightlife, especially in some of these ports that you guys stop at. That's what it's about. The time experiencing the culture and the city of the port. All right, our next question is from Carol Hurst Maples. She knows from personal experience on another cruise that Mykonos can be missed because you can't tender. Are there optional ports of call that are substituted in this case?
So that depends on how much notice we have. We've had it before where, yes, for Santorini and Mykonos, you have to tender to be able to get onto the island. If weather doesn't permit and the waves are just super rocky, yeah, you could miss those ports because of the tendering. If we know the night before or the day before, generally we'll substitute that port with a different one. If we're like, oh, we're going to sail over there and see how it looks because it could go either way, that's sometimes what they'll do is they'll just sail over there and then, you have a at-sea day. But we find that that's very rare. Most of the time, we find substitutions. Yeah. And I say most of the time. I'm not going to say every time, but most of the time we find substitutions.
That was also noted in the itinerary that Richard showed earlier. There was a little asterisk by the port of call, and
Yes.
it said depends on tendering and weather. Okay, our next question is from Adventure Travels with Lauren. Hey, Lauren.
Hey,
She
Lauren.
wants to know if you have travel agent rates.
Yes, I knew that question was going to be asked by somebody, but Lauren was the one that did it. Yes, we do have travel advisor rates. I want to make sure that you see our experience because we're different than the traditional cruise line. I know we all sell, Carnival, Royal, Princess, Celebrity, and all these other big guys. I know we all sell them. We just do things differently. It's a Greek-owned company, so yes, I want you to be able to see what we do. So yes, we do offer travel advisor rates. Go ahead and contact myself with the dates that you're looking at, and then that way we could go ahead and contact Inside Sales after that to see if we have some availability for you, okay?
Awesome. There's a few people asking about the repeating the information about registering with Celestyal as an Archer agent. There's a couple people have asked that. Did you have a slide for the registration?
I don't have a slide for the registration. It's really just, contacting Inside Sales and CCing myself. Now, when you contact Inside Sales for reservation, for getting on the reservation screen and being able to have agent logins, let them know your agency. So Archer Travel Service, Inc. Give them your IATA number. Let them know that you're an independent contractor with Archer Travel Service, and then ask to create an agent login. What they're going to do is they're going to create an agency ID for you, so that way you'll be able to have logins to be able to go into our Seaware system to make all the bookings, and then get a separate login to be able to do our Celestyal trade portal. But yeah, just go ahead and email me and CC Inside Sales, or vice versa. Email Inside Sales and CC me with that information. That way, if there's anything that's missed, I can go ahead and interject and say, oh, by the way, you're missing the agency name, or hey, you're missing your IATA number, or for whatever reason, you didn't put your name in there. So, so again, always make sure when you send those emails out to corporate, you always CC me, okay?
All right, awesome. Our next question is, there's a couple people that asked if they can get a copy of this presentation.
You know what? I haven't had a lot of people that have asked that. If the presentation is to give to your clients, then what I would recommend is let's have a conversation. Maybe I could do the presentation for you and your clients for you, so that way you have someone that's experienced doing the presentation. If it's for your downstream of advisors, then if it's for your downstream, let me know. I would love to talk to you and your entire downstream of advisors. Like, I know some of you guys have thousands of people that are that are under you, really trying to promote travel. So again, if that's what it's for, let me know. But I'd say let's have a conversation. I don't know if I'm allowed to give the presentation out, but who knows? It doesn't hurt to ask. So let's have a conversation with that. You have my phone number.
All right. Our next question from Donna Goodwater. She wants to know: are the ports that Celestyal go to, are they wheelchair accessible?
They are, except for the tendering. And yeah, that was good. They are, except for the tendering. When you have to do Mykonos and Santorini and having to get up and down through that tendering area, it does become a little bit difficult. But yes, for those that are, even wheelchair accessible, yeah, we do have the ramps that will be able to get you to one or the other. But if you have to do the tenders, that's going to be a little bit difficult. I do believe for the Desert Days itinerary, there are no tenders for any of those. So you should be fine there. It's just mainly for our idyllic. When it comes to Mykonos and Santorini, that might be a little bit difficult, to be honest with you guys.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna wrap it up with our last question here.
Okay.
Rebecca Marie, she would like to see the deposit slide again.
Okay, let's see if I can get back to that
She
real
believes
quick.
there was a third slide in the presentation,
Yeah.
possibly. Rebecca, you can also review the presentation on our Facebook and our YouTube channels if there's something that yourself or anyone missed in the presentation that you would like to go and see again. All of these are posted in our library. So make use of Archer Travel's vast library of supplier trainings with Celestyal.
But there you have it. You have the low deposits of only $300 per cabin or $600 per suite. Again, you could book now, pay later. You just pay the deposit, and then their final payment is due 60 days prior to departure. And they do have the availability to cancel with no fees up to 90 days prior to departure. So yes, we do give that availability. And since that was the last question, I wanted to say first and foremost, thank you for everybody that was able to join us live. You know, I know that you guys work from all around the world with Archer Travel Service. You know, they're an absolute fantastic host agency. Evolution just kind of even made it even better. So I just want to say, you know, thank you for you taking the time out of your day to become trained in Celestyal, so that way it not only makes you better, but now you have another cruise line to be able to offer for your clients, especially when they're looking for the Arabian Gulf or, of course, Greece and a little bit of Turkey. But again, thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Richard. It's always a pleasure having you here. You come with such great information, and Celestyal has wonderful ships and awesome ports of call. If you haven't gone on Celestyal, the best thing to do, go on the cruise yourself. No one can sell something better than someone who's actually experienced it. So book yourself a Celestyal cruise. That fun and excitement and experience will flow through you in your explanation to your clients, and you'll be able to sell some Celestyal.
Yeah,
Right.
and even create one of those sell with me promotions. Hey guys, I am doing the Heavenly Adriatic. I'm doing this in 2025 or 2026. You know, come sail with me. You know, bring a group of your friends and family, because not only will you be your own pipe piper, but for those that have experienced the product and fell in love with us, they will also be your pipe piper, getting you that new business.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us. Until next time, have a great and awesome day.